Hi guys, Ebenezer here. Welcome to another sharing session. In this particular social media trend, I'm just going to talk about two things: the intangible marketing and this particular concept. I have spoken quite a bit on my other videos, jobs to be done. And the case study that we are going to look at is McDonald's. McDonald's recently, at the time of this video recording, just launched their hideout with BTS. And it's a big thing. You get a lot of people not taking care of their safety, even going up the queue, just want to be part of the action. So interestingly, they spend 40% less on social media and is able to achieve 6 times more than what they are projected. Now they have done this on a regular basis. Just a couple of years ago, they launched Nasi Lemak Burger, very, very successful. I will share that in another video. And of course, we are very, very familiar with the Hello Kitty hideout. They're very successful with it. So let's take a dive in and see what is exactly the reasons that when people are just going over it because of the McDonald's, or really it's because of the hideout. Now let's look at what happened. In this particular case, of course, some newspaper actually criticizing the people in the time of this pandemic, you're still out there queuing up. So the question to you is, why do you need to queue up? Even McDonald's urges people to stay at home and do the order, get an online delivery, just get it done to your house. There's this thing that about this herd mentality that maybe I can give you the analogy, which is a lot with devices. You just need to queue up overnight to be the first, or at least the first few, to be the one that have the Apple phone and show people, hey, I'm the first to have the Apple phone. When you get it a few days later, sure, why to be the first? So to pinpoint the exact reasons, there are a lot of theories. But let's put it as an intangible benefits. It feels good. And that's enough, guys. It feels good. And similarly, when people join the queue, it's about the same thing. I want to be part of the action. I'm supporting my favorite band, and so on and so forth. So of course, that is not the thing to be done during this pandemic, but yet people are doing it. Now again, when the intangible, let's look at the job to be done. What is the job here? Is it to buy McDonald's delicious burger? Will people queue overnight? Will people do that? A lot of people order it online. I want onion, I need a burger, I need a people just order it. But yet people are going there. And of course, they overwhelm the website and so on. Is it because of the burger? No, it's because another job that need to be done. An emotional and perhaps a social thing. They want to support their band. They love the band. They love the whole idea of it. And there's another ingredient here that's very, very important. This thing called FOMO, fear of missing out. It's a limited edition. You blink and it's gone. You won't have it anymore. And it happens before. In Singapore, at one point in time, this very, very popular Nasi Lemak burger actually ran out. And people know that it could be limited stock, so I want to be the first few to be there to get it. And it does very, very well right now for McDonald's. So now, guys, take a look at this so you can actually visit quite a lot of articles writing about this particular scene and situation, pondering on the case study right now. But I just want to mention to you, if you are running your own F&B campaign, a lot of F&B, food and beverage guys, we focus a lot on the functionalities for the food and all this. That's fantastic. But it's probably, this case study probably drive home a point that the intangibles are equally, if not currently, even more important. Have a think about it. McDonald's has been selling burgers for decades. And yet, when BTS comes in with the hideout, the whole thing spiked up. Of course, there are a lot of examples on celebrity endorsement, using celebrities to push some things. I'm just taking it out as one of it. Let me bring home another thing which I often use. When my students were to buy a pair of shoes, say basketball shoes or tennis shoes, or whatever brand, they buy it because it looks good. It goes with the trend, not so much because of the function that they're going to play basketball, they're going to play tennis. So similarly, in this particular case, they're buying it because of the hideout, not so much of the burger. In fact, it brings me to recollection a few years ago when McDonald's launched a similar campaign. This time around with, if my memory never failed me, it's Hello Kitty. A lot of guys come to the school which I'm teaching, and there's a McDonald's there, and they buy the meals so that they can enjoy the buy the premium, which is the lunchbox, if I remember wrongly. So they buy a lot. And they can't finish the meal. So the students that are sitting there are very, very happy because of the free meals. So again, it drives home the point. The functional, not so at this moment. It's the emotional. That's something that I want. So guys, take note of this. Just a simple sharing. If you're running your F&B, run through your customer journey and have a thought about it. What are the touch points that you can have? Because clearly you look at this particular situation in a country that's currently experiencing a very, very bad crisis of the pandemic COVID-19. The people there are still drawn to this particular intangible benefit that's being put in front of them. So thank you for listening to this session. I'm Ebenezer Heng. I love to talk about all things marketing, so I share quite a number of things on LinkedIn. Feel free to connect over there. And here are my details if you need to contact me. Look forward to seeing you in the subsequent session. Take care, stay safe.